Yes, hello, good evening, Kenha.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, how are you this evening?
Great.
Right, what is it?
I am great.
You're great. So that's good to hear. All right, so I'm so sorry for the last lesson because actually it was raining. So that is why we have a bad connection at that time.
Yes.
So this time let's resume. So this was our last lesson. So here you answered all the paragraph in which the writer tell us. So this time, let's reveal the answers. Okay, so as a review, since we actually finished it, but this time we're going to have a review. So for the first one, so which paragraph does the writer tell us when doctors realize about the kind of disease? So it was in sentence or paragraph letter B. And for paragraph, does the writer tell us what causes her condition? That was letter E. And third, what happened when she burned her hands? That was letter A. What scientists are doing to find a cure? So it's not in the paragraph. So you can find from A to E. And why some people die from his condition? So it's in letter C. So there's a reason there why people have to die from this kind of condition. And number 6, what treatment Ashlyn receives every day for her problem? So there's no also in the paragraphs. And for number 7, how school life for Ashlyn was unusual? So it's letter D. All right, so those are the correct answers. Now this time, let's talk about more about the paragraphs or the story about Ashlyn. So let's talk about information or text that you find surprising or interesting. So you're going to start your sentence or your paragraph with the phrase, I found it surprising that. So super, I will give you one example. So you can say, I find it astonishing that a person can burn themselves but not feel anything. So how about you? What have you found surprising or interesting about the story of Ashley?
I found surprising that Ashley, like, that the teachers always like watching Ashley doing everything when uh she just I don't know, well, like when she's have her hurt herself, but she doesn't know. Then the teacher will, oh no, why? She's like, oh my god, and she will be very worried about that.
So that was really surprising because it's really rare for people that they hurt themselves but they don't feel something. So it's because it's just a little bump. It's very painful, something like that. But for Ashlyn, she did not feel anything. So everyone must look at her. All right. So another situation is I find it frightening that a child can injure herself so easily. All right. So thank you so much for your sentences about I found it surprising or interesting. All right. Now let's have here task number 4. So the direction is complete the questions using the question words below. So those are the how many, when, what, who, and why. So let's have here number 1. So the first example is how blank did Ashlyn burn her hands? So the question goes on how. All right. I will write your answer. So let's start from number 2. What do you think is the question word for number 2?
Wait, I will think. Why?
Let's have
No. Why? Yes,
okay,
why?
let's have why. How about
Yeah.
number 3?
Number 3 is people are born with this medical condition. How many?
Okay, let's have here how many. And how about number 4?
Watch Ashley carefully playground at school. Who?
Okay, let's have here who. And how about number 5?
First. Oh. When?
Okay, let's have here when. And how about the last one, number 6?
What?
Okay, let's have here what. All right, now this time let's check if your answers are right. So let's have here number 2. Why was the doctor shocked when he saw Ashland's eye injury? Okay, that's correct. For number 3, how many people are born with this medical condition in the USA each year? Okay, that's correct. Now let's have here number 4. Who watched Ashlyn carefully in the playground at school? Okay, that's right. Now let's have here number 5. When did Ashlyn's story first appear in newspapers? And the last one, what is the cause of Ashlyn's medical condition? All right, so that means perfect score. All right, so having a perfect score means that you really understand the story. So this time, before we're going to proceed, let's answer each of the questions. So let's see if you really understand the story. So first question is, how did Ashlyn burn her hands? So can you still remember, or we're going to have a replay? Let's read again.
I still remember this.
Okay.
I remember that she touched the engine.
All right, that's it. And she burned her hands without knowing it. Okay, how about question number 2? Why was the doctor shocked when he saw Ashlyn's eye injury?
Because when Ashlyn has eye injury, but she can feeling that. She can feel that.
All right, so she cannot feel pain, even though his eye injury is very severe. All right. Now let's have here question number 3. How many people are born with this medical condition in the USA each year?
I don't remember a lot, but 1,000 or something. Or 100.
All right, so that is 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, how about number 4? Who watched Ashlyn carefully in the playground at school?
Teacher. The
Okay,
teacher.
that's right. So her teachers. Okay, how about number 5? When did Ashlyn's story first appear in newspapers?
I don't remember this.
All right, so the story of Ashlyn first appeared in the newspapers during her younger years, or when she was young. So before, when she was diagnosed by the doctor, and when her parents noticed her medical condition. So that was the first time. All right, how about number 6? What is the cause of Ashlyn's medical condition?
I remember this too.
All right, so that is a genetic cause. or that is a genetic disorder. So it's because of the pregnancy. It's all about the games of the genes. So that's why Ashlyn's medical condition is something rare. All right. So you've remembered something and you forget also something. But I am so happy that you can still remember even though we have, I think it was 2 days past. So it's very good that you still remember the story. All right. So here are, okay, wait for a while. All right. So let's have here task number 5. Okay, wait for a while because I cannot see the direction. Okay, so let's have here find the words in the text to do with accidents and injuries and complete them below. Okay, so this time let's have the accidents and injuries. So the first one is burn, cut, or hurt. So what do you think is number 1?
Cut yourself.
Right.
Or burn yours. Like what? I don't know what's mean of this text. I don't understand.
Okay, so you're just going to complete the sentence. So I will give you the answer for number 1. So this is a clue on how you're going to answer several questions. So for number 1, that is injure. So a burn, a cut, and being hurt is an injure. So you can have injure yourself or injure your hand. Okay, because it's a verb. So yes, so don't forget our first activity is a verb. Okay, let's try number 2. Fall, blank, slip over. So what do you think is another term for slip over or fall?
I don't know, trip or something. Okay.
Okay, so it starts with TR with 1 blank. Okay, this one. Can you guess the word? This one.
Wait for.
Yeah, it is fall. You can slip over. So what do you think is the other term for this word? That starts with letter TR and ends with letter P. So you're just going to add 1 letter.
Trip. No. No, the word with E. Yes.
Letter E as in eagle, am I right?
No. E. I.
I. All right, so
Yes, I
that
don't
is
just know.
really letter I. So you can be tripped. So here, fall is you're going to fall down. So trip is that, for example, you're about to fall down, but you hit something. So that is trip. And then you're also sleepovers, just the same as that. So you can have you will be hurt or you can be bleeding. There is a wound. Okay, how about number 3? Blank your arm, your finger. Another word is sprain your ankle or wrist.
Break.
Okay, that's right. So that is a break. Break and sprain is almost the same. Okay, so let's move on to the nouns and phrases. So let's find out what are the words associated with accidents and injuries, which are nouns. So for number 4, let's have here, it's a broken arm or a finger.
Like what? Like a broken arm or finger, and you guess the word in four in the phrase 4.
Yes. So this word in number 4, it's a noun that can be found in a broken arm or a finger.
Broken arms or finger.
Yes.
Ballooned.
All right. What's the spelling?
Blonde. Blonde. Like
B-O-O-N-D.
B-L-O-N-D. Yes, B-L-O-N-D.
All right. So your answer is blonde. I don't know what is the word blonde, but the
Oh.
correct answer is blood.
Blood.
Yeah.
Yes, I say that, but I don't remember that.
Yeah. All right. So if you have a broken arm and a broken finger, so you can see a blood on your hands. So,
Yeah.
okay, what other thing that we can see? It's number 5. What other thing that we can see if you have a broken arm or a broken finger that starts with also letter B?
What?
All right, what do you call if you have this muscle and this is broken or this is being bumped, then it will color green or color black something. What do you call that?
Wait, I don't know how to call that. A bruise or something.
All right, so that is a bruise.
Bruise.
Yes.
I like. Okay.
All right, so do you know a bruise?
No.
It. All right. So that is for example, if you're here part of the muscle that is being bumped by other. So for example, you are bumped on the table or in the chair like that. So if you are bumped today, so tomorrow probably it will change in color. So this will change to green or yellow or black. So it depends upon the injury. So that is called a bruise. All right, so I will show you. Wait for a while.
Okay.
All right, so can you see it?
Yes. Okay. I know.
Yes.
Wow, it's hard. The bruise is hard bruise.
Yeah, that's really hard. So you are really bumped or that's really a big injury. So that's a bruise. So have you ever have that like that?
Yes, one time I fall down or something. I cycle with my dad, but I fall down the bicycle and it's had in my head here. It's still, but not like purple. Yeah.
Yeah,
Purple.
something like purple. Yes, you're right. Okay. So how about let's have here number 6. It's a cut.
Burn.
All right. So okay, wait for a while. Okay, so for number 6, that is a burn.
Burn.
All right. So yeah, so sometimes if you have a burn, it should be cut or there is a cut in order for the burn to the injury will release the heat. And also, I don't know in your country, but in the Philippines, if you are burned, for example, this part of the finger is being burned by a flame or a certain hot objects, this will be cut. And then the burned muscle or tissue will be get out. So that's why it needs to be cut. Yes, like that. In order
my God.
Yeah, so in order to prevent
burn.
cancer. Yeah. Yes, because
I'm so scared. Just I have a big burn in my foot.
Yeah, because in the Philippines we try to do it in order to avoid cancer. Because a burn will continue from year to year, not today, not tomorrow, but And in the approaching years, it will worsen your health, especially if you're a weak person. But if you're a healthy person, it's okay. Yeah, it's
Okay, I'm a healthy person.
yes, I of course, because you're a cyclist. You go cycling, right? So that's a kind of
No,
exercise.
just when I were young.
Just
Now
when you were a kid.
I'm very young, lazy. I can't do that every
You're
day.
lazy, or what did you do in your free time?
I'm just at home and uh, sometimes I read some book, or sometimes I watch my computer. Yeah, read comic
Mm-hmm.
in computer.
Oh, I see. I
That's
like
my
your hobby.
favorite.
Yeah, that's my hobby before too. I also love reading too much.
Yes, because I love reading comic, reading like manga.
Oh, I see. So that's really a good thing. All right.
Mm.
So that's why you speak English very good for me.
Uh, because I learned English when I was young. Yes,
Uh-huh.
4 years old.
Oh, wow, that's good to hear. All right. So thank you so much. Okay, how about number 7? It's
Uh,
also still a cut for number
uh,
7. If you
an
have a cut, it's on.
injury.
Okay, so if you have a cut, that can be called as an injury. And for a sprain, if you have a sprain, you will feel so much pain. So that's why you need a massage if you have a sprain. All right, so thank you so much for your answers. So let's move on to task number 6. So match 8 of the verbs from task number 5 with the past simple affirmative forms below. So are they regular or irregular? So first, let's match the verbs first. So say for example, in letter A, the word
Uh,
bled. So that is bleed. The bled is past tense and the bleed is the present tense. So that is an irregular verb. That's why it changed its spelling. Now, how about letter B? What do you think is the past
uh,
simple affirmative form?
yes. Um, I think this is break. Break.
Okay, so for letter B, that is break. That's right. And that is also irregular because it changed in spelling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how about letter C?
I
Burned.
think is regular.
All
Burn.
right. Okay, that is burn and it's regular. Now, how about letter D?
Regular. Cut. Too.
Yeah. All right, so that's only cut and that's
Oh,
irregular. So do you know why is it
why?
irregular? It's because it haven't changed its spelling. So it's just the same. So we cannot say it's regular because for regular verbs, you're going to add ed
ED.
or d.
Ah.
Yeah, so cut is placed on irregular because it changed in spelling or it does not change in spelling. All right.
Okay.
Now, how about letter E? Feel over.
Fall over.
Okay, so let's have here fall over and it's irregular because it changed in spelling. How about letter F?
I think it hurt.
Okay,
Hurt.
all right, so it's still hurt. So it's still irregular. And how about no, it's letter G, injured.
Enjoy. Enjoy. Enjoy.
All right, so it's endured.
Irregular.
And that is, all right, so that is
Regular.
regular because you only add D or ED when it comes to past tense. So how about letter H, sprained?
Spring. Regular.
Okay, so that is sprain and regular. All right, so don't forget those words. All right, so let's read it, the past tense and the present tense. So please repeat after me. Lots of letter A, bled, bleed.
Bled, bleed.
Broke, break.
Broke, break.
Burned, burn.
Burned, burn.
Cut, cut.
Cut, cut.
Feel over, fall over.
Feel over, fall over.
Hurt, hurt.
Hurt, hurt.
Injured, injure.
Injured, injure.
Sprained, sprain.
Sprained, sprain.
All right, so don't forget those irregular and regular verbs. All right, so let's have here task number 7. Talk about a time when you hurt or injured yourself. So use vocabulary from task number 5. All right, so you're going to start your sentence with, I broke my blank when I was blank, like that. So can you see the yellow box?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to state it like that. So you're going to use the word, and it can be the verb or the nouns while telling me the story. All right, so can you tell me when is the time that you're hurt or injured yourself?
I burned myself. I burned myself, yes. Or I can say is like, I just say myself, or okay, I just say myself. Yeah, I burned myself when I was 9 years old.
All right, why?
Because I'm watching TV and I very like that, and I don't know why. I watching TV. That TV is my neighborhood. That is neighborhood TV and neighborhood TV, and I watch that, but I don't want to go to that house into that house, and I sit outside the house and I watch that, and I like when I stand up and I like my wait, I need to do what something I burn myself because I touched the um like the motorbike 40 most motorbike.
All right, so you were
40.
outside. So you were
Yes.
watching a movie on the neighborhood's television, and then you hurt yourself by burning yourself from a tire or a kind of motorbike. I
Yes.
see. So you're born. All right.
Yeah.
So do you have your own television now?
Yes, and I have one injury, like burn when I just 1 years old. Yes,
Oh, I
I
see.
I work and no, I run and we burn because the neighbor he eats the what is that soup is too hard, and I like kick in that bowl and it's and I go to the hospital.
Oh, so
Yeah.
sad. And that was not because of the television, but because of the noodles.
Yeah.
I see. All right, so thank you so much, Kenha, for sharing me those experiences about you. All right, so we are done with this was lesson letter D. Reading. So this time let's continue because we still have time. Okay, so let's have here letter E. Wait for a while. All right, so this is letter E, and we are going to focus more on speaking. So you are going to, okay, wait for a while. Okay, so you are going to narrate events. Okay, so let's have here our main goal is narrating events. So let's go to our first task. So look at the photo and answer the question. So let's have here question number 1. Do you know this sport?
Yes, I know this sport.
All
Sport.
right. Okay, so how do you think it feels to do it?
I never tried this, but I think when I do this, it's very like I really like this. It's very fancy. No, it's like free.
All right,
Yes.
so you mean very exciting.
Yeah. Comfortable.
Yes, very comfortable. All right. So for the sea lover, it's very good sport. Okay. Now this time let's learn some vocabulary words that we're going to meet in the entire lesson. All right. So let's have here the first word. Please repeat after me. Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Okay. So the word exhausted is an adjective that means very tired. All right. Next word is interested.
Interested.
All right, so interested is also an adjective that means giving your attention to something because you enjoy finding out about it or doing it. All right, next word is frustrate.
Prostrate.
Okay, one more time. Frustrate.
Prostate. Can
Okay,
you do it again?
all right. Frustrate.
Prostrate.
Okay, that's correct. The word frustrate is a verb that means to make somebody feel annoyed or impatient because they cannot do or achieve what they want. All right, next word is terrible.
Terrible.
All right, so terrible is an adjective that means very unpleasant or making you feel very unhappy, upset, or frightened. All right, so do you have any questions about this set of words?
No.
Okay, so that means you know everything about these words. So let's have here another set of words. Please repeat after me. Annoy.
Annoy.
All right, so the word annoy is a verb that means to make somebody slightly angry. All right, next word is terrify.
Terrified.
So terrify is a verb that means to make somebody feel extremely frightened. Okay, next word is nightmare.
Nightmare.
All right, so that is a dream that is very frightening or unpleasant. And last word is disaster.
Disaster.
All right, so a disaster is a noun that means an unexpected event such as very bad accident, a flood, or a fire that kills a lot of people or causes a lot of damage. All right, so do you have any questions about these words?
Yeah. No.
All right, so you don't have any questions. Now let's proceed to this one. Pronunciation of the word, or no, pronunciation of ed. So there are many, or we have 3 kinds of pronunciation of ed. So let's pronounce the word ending in ed depends on the final consonant sound. So there are 3 ways to pronounce the ed at the end of a word in English. So we can have id, the t, and the da. So first, let's have here, let's read the words pronounced as the id. So let's have here wanted,
Wanted.
needed.
Needed.
All right. So if we're going to say voice sound, it uses the vocal cords and they produce a vibration of humming sound in the throat. So if you're going to touch your throat, you're going to feel it. So let's have here the voiceless letter T. So this is ED, but read as letter T. Okay, so let's read it. Helped,
helped,
looked,
looked,
sniffed,
sniffed,
laughed,
laughed,
washed,
washed,
watched,
watched,
kissed,
kissed,
danced,
danced,
fixed.
fixed.
All right, so those are words ending in ED but pronounced as letter T. So the last box we have words ending in ED but pronounced only in letter D. All right, so let's read it. Please repeat after me. Cold,
Cold,
cleaned,
cleaned,
offered,
offered,
damaged,
damaged,
loved,
loved,
used,
used,
amazed,
amazed,
robbed,
rubbed,
claimed.
claimed.
All right, so words that end in a vowel sound use the D pronunciation for ED. So let's have here, for example, followed,
Followed,
enjoyed,
enjoyed,
played,
played,
tried,
tried,
and continued.
continued.
Okay, all right, so this time let's have task number 2. So complete the dialogue with the correct affirmative or negative past simple form of the verb below. So the verbs are be, get, learn, live, love, spend, and watch. Okay, so this time we're going to read the sentences first. Okay, let's have a role play. So we're going to put a blank only. Okay, if you're going to read one, the two, let's just read it as a blank in order to understand the story. Okay, so this time I will be Kirsty and you will be Laurie. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How, Laurie? How are you? Tell me about your summer holiday.
Well, for the first 3 weeks, I was at a summer camp in Cornwall.
Really? That sounds like fun.
Well, yes, it was. Yes, it was. I I watched a new sport, bodyboarding.
Wow, that sounds great.
Yes, I love it. It was really exciting and a bit frightening too.
I bet. What else did you get up to over the summer?
Well, the second half of the holiday was like B or C was so good. I have I get I get a stomach bug and spent nearly a week on the sofa.
Oh dear, how awful.
I uh mm, uh oh I leave no or I leave the house leave the house for days.